Today I want to talk about thermal energy and how supersets have a key factor in the rise of temperature. Now, when you work out, when you feel the heat rising, the temperature rising, that's where you stop burning calories. When you just sit there and you do nothing, you take a maximum amount of breaks, you're not working hard enough and your thermal energy isn't rising up. You want your thermal energy to rise in order to burn calories. And that's when you start sweating, and that's when you start losing fat. And in order to lose fat, your thermal energy needs to be at the peak, at the top. You know, you can't be down here. If you're down here the whole time, then nothing will change. You won't lose weight and you won't lose fat. The key goal when you go to the gym is to look good. But if you're overweight and you are obese, you want to lose fat, you need your thermal energy to significantly rise. In order for that to happen, I feel like supersets are necessary for thermal energy and when your temperature rises in the body. Supersets like, I don't know, I'll give you an example. You want to do 10 to 15 push-ups, and then right after those 10 to 15 push-ups, you want to get into jumping jacks. And then maybe after those jumping jacks, add a third superset and do high knees. Now, if you do all three of those, one after another, you will start feeling heat rise in your body. Obviously depends on where you are, the temperature of the location of where you are. If you're in a really, really cold place and you just start doing that 3 or 4 times and you still can't feel your temperature rise, then that means you need to go to a warmer place. I'm not saying have a heat stroke and go into like 90-degree weather and do this, but what I'm trying to say is that you need to get your temperature rising in order to burn calories. So supersets are huge. I always feel like the more breaks you take in between sets, the more your muscle goes back down. You want the blood flow in the muscle to be at a certain point when you work out, and thermal energy rising is a big factor in the superset. If you want to do, let's say, 13 to 15 reps of bicep curls, one after another, and then you put those down, and then you want, you still see the pump, but you want to do the curls again because you just did the curls. You want to switch it up. You can grab them and now do another bicep, but don't do regular curls. Go into hammer curls, or do one arm sideways curls. Do a different type in order to keep your thermal energy up. And remember, it takes a while to do this. I'm not saying that everybody should get right into this, but thermal energy is a huge factor in losing weight. And I did that because I felt like tried it one day and it worked for me. And if it works for me, it can work for you. I'm human, you're human. So at the end of the day, thermal energy and supersets is a big factor in losing weight, keeping your motivation up too, because when you see when you start seeing veins, or you start seeing that you're losing weight every day, it motivates you to keep going. So you want to start doing the same stuff over and over again. And I always say change it up. But remember, when you do supersets, you can change it into different things. Like I said, push-ups into jumping jacks, you're using 2 different muscles. You're using different joints. Your bones are activated in a different way than all the others. So if you keep that going for a while, I'd say maybe even a month straight of just supersets, with your thermal energy rising. And I think 45 minutes max is good for when you do supersets, because you're not taking a big breather. You don't want to pass out, want to feel sick or nauseous. You want to drink a lot of water during these supersets. I think that the big thing here at the end of the day is that you want to keep your temperature rising and your temperature up. You want to feel your body heat rise. And in order to do that, is you got to keep on going with different exercises. Just don't stop. Limited breaks, 5 Mississippi max, I'd say. And that's it. I want to see everybody get bigger and stronger. And if you'd like to schedule a session, visit me at www.juniorkinetics.com. And if you'd like to see more, subscribe and click the link below. Stay active, get kinetic.